After I am not on the
Aloha, gang, and welcome back to our live coverage of the 2023 HCRA Hawaiian Canoe Racing Association's 2023 State Regatta Championships from beautiful Hilo Bay here. Aloha, friends and family. I'm here with none other than the boss, the champ, Lauren Spalding. Not even arguably, but the best women's paddler in the last few decades. But thank you for joining us, Lauren, letting us cap off the day with some of your mana'o. We just had a start of another race. We are probably less than 10 races from being pow at this. And how you doing? What's
Good.
new? How was your race? How was your race today?
It was fun.
Did they let you race? Did they put you in? You made crew?
I made the crew.
All right,
Good.
score.
Freshman and open.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. Oh, so you did freshman and
seniors.
Freshmen and seniors.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So we have, I'm not even sure what race this is. Somebody's going to fill me in real quickly here, but this is what we've been looking at all day. Lauren, just different crews, being able to, different races, seeing them at the turns. This is a half-mile race, and seeing our crews bang their first turn and coming in. I'm imagining looks like a women's 50s race. Right here. This is lane one in front of us. And that's W is going to be Waikiki Yacht Club in lane one. Yep. Yeah. So we're just kind of been watching these races all day, enjoying it. We have a little bit of sprinkles coming back, but Hilo Bay was a nice place for this race.
A great venue. Sometimes, no matter where you show up at states, you're like, you don't know what the conditions are going to be like, but the conditions have been very even playing fields. Sometimes it can be real windy, and of course there's always like a more favorable lane at any venue you're at, but I feel like it's an up and up course today. So,
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's good.
Good. What lanes did you race in today?
I was in 5 and then 8.
Okay.
So,
yeah, we saw a lot of wins in like 1, but there were a lot of those mid-pack lane, middle of the pack type lanes doing pretty well. The 5s through the 8s racing pretty good. And if you couldn't really feel a difference between the two, then it must be. Yeah, I
mean, like lane 8 was, it's a little bit more. You're a little bit farther out there, but I think it's again, like I said, it was nice conditions for turns.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of not a lot of wind today. Not too much current. We had just a sprinkle of rain, but hey, it's like we've been saying all day, it's Hilo. If it doesn't rain a little, you don't know where you are, right?
A beautiful Hilo drizzle. It's warm rain.
But just a quick blessing. But, really, Hilo has been a great place, just the town. Not only the venue, the course, but, we've had this beautiful beach, nice deep area here to be able to have everyone's tents and food booths and stuff, so it's great. We're looking right here at the finish of the women's 50s race, the finish line there. And
that looks like Lanikai.
That might be Lanikai because the crew is green, but we'll check it out. That's women's 50s, number 4. Yep. That is Lanikai Canoe Club.
Canoes too.
Lanikai Canoe Club. Because, they go with their orange hat. You don't know who the heck that is going to be, right? So, Lauren, you're paddling with Hawaiian Canoe Club, right?
Yeah.
Out of Maui, who you've paddled with from
I was like 12 years old.
Forever.
Like 92. Oh, my God. Now you know how old I am.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
No dates, please. No dates.
Yeah.
And you're still there. Now, during the distance season, you transition over with your girls from Team Bradley and how that's been going. We're going to be waiting for a replay of this race right here.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I love Hawaiian Canoe Club. It's, I grew up paddling there, and I'm happy that they have me for regatta season. Here's a replay. This
is a replay of the race just prior to this one. This is the men's 55.
And you can see the boat holders being real conservative in those outside lanes. Like, you don't want to get DQ'd.
No way, bro. You're not going to DQ on my watch.
Yeah. You're going to be 4 feet behind.
So you stay regattas with Hawaiian, and then during the season, you take a break from Hawaiian and get together with the girls from Team Bradley, and you folks have won double-digit channels at Navini Okekai. A nice turn there by the 55s men. That is Ke'ahi Akahoe, I believe.
Yeah,
let me check on that.
Nice and tight.
Man. Yeah, 59. 59.
E
Kalamai, that's Kai Ehitu. Kai Ehitu in first place.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
nice
Lanikai
race by them.
Like.
Lanikai third. Yeah, hard to tell sometimes on the outside lanes from this vantage point. We'll get another replay shortly of the women's 50s. But how's it looking with Team Bradley this year? You guys starting to make plans to get together and do some practices?
We're starting to train. You know, we got a bunch of girls that are done calving, so we're ready to get back in there. So we're excited. Some guns, you know. So,
yeah.
You know, they're weaning out their young. So.
Oh, Lord. This is a replay again of the women's 50 race, half-mile race. We'll have the men's 50 right after this.
Yeah, but you can see some of those boats are
super conservative. They're way off the line.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, better to...
I mean, there's different theories. Maybe they're thinking they can give it a couple strokes before that, right when the flag goes up and get a running start.
We have been seeing a lot of running starts today, and it helps, but I don't think it helps as much as if you didn't have a good turn or if you.
I mean, the turns will make or break you. You know, I'm sure you guys have seen all day crews going in first, and maybe not coming out so quick. And the koas are all different, right? Typically, when we race distance, we're all in Bradleys or the similar shaped boat,
right.
And there's not, it's like exactly what you have. But the beautiful thing about koas is that they're all very unique and individual. So I mean, they have a water line and specs, but they all run differently.
Yeah, some crews are really proud about saying how well their canoe performs. Like Lanikai, they say that their Hokulele, that boat.
Hokulele turns. Like, you watch those guys do turns, it spins.
Yeah, it's also Jim Fody turning that thing and Corral Tresnick, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of...
Give them a Maria, they'll be fine.
Give them a four-man and they'll win. But... So, Team Bradley, looks like you girls are going to be getting together to do it this year?
Yeah. We are so excited. We're looking forward to, hopefully, the Navahine Okekai will... it sounds like it's going to be in...
So, it's on. We had Auntie Carlene over here earlier.
Awesome. Good.
It is totally on. And they're, again, taking registration at navahineokekai.com.
Yeah, everybody get out there, register. I think there's...
What distance races are you guys usually doing?
All the ones in Hawaii. Except we don't really do Kona. We do a training run that weekend.
Okay.
It's only 18 miles. It's not enough. It's too short of a distance and too much drinking.
Sorry.
The party is too big. So we.
That's what the real problem is. They're trying to keep you girls away from the party.
Yeah, we're having too much fun.
Next up is the men's 50s division. And you can see the list of crews there, everywhere from Kailua Canoe Club and Keaukaha over here in lanes 2 and 1. We have Kailua Canoe Club, Keauho Puna from right here in Hilo, Keahiakahoi, and Kamehameha Laiula Okai from Maui. That's another great Maui Canoe Club, along with Hawaiian Canoe Club in lane 4.
All right.
So, getting ready for that, did you participate one-man season at all this year?
I did one-man season. It was fun to, we had the solo for the first time in, 4 years. Not the greatest conditions, but it was awesome.
I heard it was pretty flat.
Yes, it was a little north. I'm so, eternally optimistic. I was like, maybe it's going to swing east. It did not. But it's always good to be out there. So,
awesome.
And then we're heading off to Samoa next week to go race.
So you are racing with who on that?
Team Bradley. We're representing Hawaii.
Representing Hawaii and Team Bradley. So that's exciting. Have you paddled in Samoa? Have you traveled there before?
I haven't been to Samoa.
I heard it's beautiful, and the course there is going to be great. But what do you? How do you feel you folks are measuring up to some of these other countries that are participating in this?
You never know till you show up.
True. I mean, that's always true. But I think, I think America has been one of the countries to embrace women's sport earlier than a lot of other countries that maybe are more traditional. And so I think that's been one of the reasons why, Hawaii women have been so strong, at least in international paddling. Yeah,
I agree. It'll be fun to see how we stack up. I think there's going to be a bunch of different, like the last time we did this, it was in Tahiti.
2 years ago.
Yeah. Or no, it was like 2017.
2017. That's right.
It was a long time ago.
That's right. It was 2017.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's
the distance IVF.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be the start of the men's 50. Yeah, this men's 50 half-mile race.
Oh, they got that backside.
Oh, what is this?
Here. Smile. Where is that camera? Oh, it's over there.
Wow. We get the camera hiding underneath.
Is this a ring
hiding
camera?
underneath the trailer.
Is this like the ring camera?
Oh my God.
My
Too
sister
funny.
has a ring camera on one of our mango trees.
Yeah. This is funny. Hey, look what we put up with, Black sand floors in a little pop tent. I know we make it look like a high dollar production.
Yeah. Hey.
But this is actually funded mostly out of our producer's pocket. We do this mostly out of love.
Yeah.
Mostly out of love. Love and a 12-pack goes a long way.
That's why I'm sitting here. I'm just kidding. You guys are that desperate.
Hey, as soon as Lauren heard there was food and beer in the tent, she's like, I'll talk.
There's no beer
I'm
in
there.
the tent. I did eat some nachos. They were very good. A little chewy, but, I'm not complaining.
Oh, shucks. We're always excited to have you, and we're gonna miss you this year. We love having you on our long distance, and maybe you can come along for some other festivities this year.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing Catalina again.
Are you guys doing
Yeah, we're doing Catalina this year. We're going to do the Queen race. We're going to be doing Navajinia again this year, and
nice.
so it's going to be
And
fun.
what about you guys aren't doing the Hoy?
Nope, not this year. We're letting them try something else.
Yeah, you guys have a previous engagement.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. So, but we definitely have our plate full this year. This was the first time we've done this type of broadcast for Regatta.
Yeah, this
and
is
I think
awesome.
it's kind of neat. Hopefully we can bring it to TV one day soon, but it's great to get online and have people kind of log on and say that, hey, we've checked you out and all this. So
I've been getting text messages from people.
Really?
From throughout the day, like and like pictures of our race and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what's neat this year is that we
Whoever
are no
31 is, bro. They better get their canoe a little bit closer to the start line. You know what I mean?
31. You might
Come on,
want
you
to
don't
crawl
gotta
up
be
a
that
little
conservative.
bit.
Come on, 31. Let's go a little bit more.
Yeah, look at that.
theirs. Yeah.
No, that's lane 2 got it going, but
Yeah,
lane
2
3
is,
and 1 they're
you
being
still,
real
how
conservative.
Close can you not be? I mean,
There we
you
go.
just kinda
Lane
over the
1. Lane 1. Walking it up. Walk it up. Okay, men's 50. Yeah, these guys are hammered. These 50-year-old guys, they're the bulls.
Oh yeah, that's the new 40.
Is it?
Yeah.
Great.
Everyone
I'm
takes
40 again.
testosterone. That's why now. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Hey, nothing a little poke a poke from the needle can't fix,
Yeah.
right? Look at that. Yeah, men's 50 off and running again. This is a half-mile race. One turn, down and back. This is a men's 50s. So you were talking about going down to Samoa.
Yeah.
How fun that's going to be and representing. But
it's always a little intimidating, like the thing, we're veteran paddlers in Hawaii, but we know our courses in Hawaii, right? We don't know what the course is yet down there. They haven't said it. And it's a whole different game when you don't really know where you're going or what the
true.
tides or the current. So, I mean, that's the one thing I'm kind of been stressing about, like, what's the course going to be?
Have you been kind of tuning in and watching women's paddling in other countries like Tahiti or Lauren,
No time for that.
Lauren just stays on the mountain.
This is I got
I'm
too
up
many
in
kids.
Kula. Don't bother me.
Yeah, I'll go get paddle when I can.
I'll just get there when I get there.
I got too many kids and animals.
Call me for the big one.
Yeah. I mean, I'm good. I'm glad that women are paddling.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of women coming out of Tahiti and even like Aotearoa, New Zealand's.
Oh,
got
yeah.
some really
and
strong
I know,
ladies coming out of there.
I mean, I follow some people. Yeah, Tahiti's always hammers. Aotearoa, they're And,
Yep.
and then there's the California people,
Oh,
who
yes.
paddle.
Oh, yeah, those girls are really strong. But what's neat about this year is, for once, I'm in the studio. If you call this a studio, I'm in the studio with you.
Oh, yeah,
and not just on the
the
receiving
boat.
end of all your comments.
I know. I normally tease.
Because usually we're going to watch our men's 50s going into the turn here,
Is that
expecting
Kailua?
some good stuff out of these guys, nice and tight. Yeah, there might be Kailua in lane 1.
Oh, yeah. Look at how just on the
Oh,
flag.
yeah.
That's perfect.
But, usually when I'm on the boat, I have no idea
We're talking.
what you're
smack in the
saying, what kind of
studio.
smack you're talking. That's Keokaha in lane 1.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Well, because he looks so put together. Like we're in the studio, sweating, and
how can you be on the studio today? I'm on a
I know,
boat in
and
the
then,
middle of
and
the
then
channel,
there's
and
Kalani.
I look put
He's,
together.
looks all all pretty with his
Ah,
medium shirt on.
oh my God, she's
It's
sweating.
oh my God.
Okay, here we go with the medium shirt.
Medium. It's
Girl,
there,
I want you
there's
to.
Kalani
I
like
want you
this.
to understand.
Ah.
I do not. I do not purchase this wardrobe.
I know.
It is bought by the producer.
It's a little bit looser today. A little looser. I can get 2 fingers in there.
It's stretched out over the course of the day. It was mighty tight this morning.
Yeah,
let me tell you.
sure it was.
Hey, I tell him I want appropriately sized clothing, and he keeps mail ordering shirts blanks from Baby Gap.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not my fault.
Yeah, I know.
It's not my fault.
Fine.
You know, the shirts are too small and the hats are too big.
Yeah.
Come on, help me out here.
At least they don't make you wear shorts. I mean, I know you have shorts on. I mean it like, you know.
I have a malo on under this.
Yeah. Him and Jason Momoa.
Me and Jason Mamalo.
Yeah.
Stop it. The best part for you is watching my skin turn from brown to purple by the end of the race. And it's going to happen again when we go to the Queen race. It's going to be great. But here we go. It looks like Lanikai Canoe Club 50s always really strong coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like first place right there.
Guaranteed there's a couple 40s in there.
And, yeah, at least one,
like
right?
Jim back there.
At least one. And that looks like that was Kailua Canoe Club. And that's kind of been the battle for how many years between Kailua 50s and Lanikai 50s. And those guys practice right next to each other. And they're all good friends.
Neighbors, right?
But they're all just crushing each other. Yeah, it looks like Jim steering that 50s crew there.
And it's like John in one?
Yeah.
Is it? No, it's not
No.
John, she's not even in there.
It's definitely not John in 5, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I can tell you. Wrong color, bro. Wrong color.
Yeah.
They're Italian. They're dark.
Yeah, so I'm happy for once after all these years. It's got to be somewhere in the neighborhood of a decade that we've been on opposite sides of this thing during the broadcast. And gosh darn, I want to set the record straight.
Okay.
These are not schmediums.
Oh my gosh, the tag is. Maybe it's a large.
It's a large short.
It's a Japanese large.
Yeah, right. It's a large sourced out of Malaysia or something like that. No, it's always great having you there, and it's been really fun watching your career, not only as a broadcaster or part of the show, but as a friend, and it always. If I was a woman paddler, like trying to be good, it would honestly piss me off at how it would really piss me off to see. I don't know.
How many
I'm
kids
not saying,
I have?
No.
Just kidding.
that you're not trying as hard as you should.
I know.
Except for race day.
I'm a little
nobody's got game face like you, girl. Nobody turns it on a race day.
I do have
like
a
you.
game face.
Yeah.
I am a little bit of a sandbagger.
All right, we'll have a little replay of our men's 50s right here.
Nice start.
Nice start.
Lane, was that 5?
Yeah. Yeah, I think at 5. You can see them kind of coming into that turn really fast. So let's watch up above. I think it's on that orange flag. That's Jim Fody earlier. He's talked about Jim's obviously good. Wow, look how he just whips around that turn. And it always made me so nervous going into a turn, watching the okole of that other canoe come around, and you're coming around right before them. Please don't take off the front of my.
And especially in these koas, these are irreplaceable.
We were talking earlier today, and there goes Lanikai coming across the finish line, first place, 50s men. But they're saying it's easily 6 figures trying to replace one of these things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's craziness. And then it's like, if you damage the koa canoe, it's like you've killed your favorite auntie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's an irreplaceable.
People don't understand. It's a very, very, very special piece of equipment. The next up event is the female open fours.
Oh, this is one of my favorite races.
I love this event. Love this event.
This is a great
This is where the hammers are right here. It's
let's
great to see the power that these 4 paddlers can generate and being able to get that 400-pound canoe down the course, make a turn, and come on back. And we're going to see some different strategies on placement, but typically it's 1, 3, 4, 6?
Yes, 1, 3, 4, 6.
That's probably the best to balance out.
Well, 1, 2. We do 1, 2, 4, 6.
1, 2, 4, 6?
Yeah, I think maybe Kane's might
1,
play around with
1,
it.
2, 4, 6.
And then Maui is a lot windier, so we have have had some really, really
Well, it is the wind sport capital of the world, right? So
hurricane conditions. So yeah, having a little bit more weight, I mean, I love Open 4. It's such a fun race, but it is hard. You don't get the boat really running that. Easy.
You're pulling tire the whole time almost, right?
But it's a fun race. I raced Open 4 a bunch this year, but not at States.
But not at States. But not at States.
And I like this new half-mile thing. That's nice.
Why?
Down and back. Let's get it done.
Lickety split.
Let's get it done. In and out. Let's go.
Is the cooler open yet?
Yes.
Is the cooler open yet?
Oh, yeah. Gosh.
Shucks. No, it is.
Count. It's like, all right, one more turn.
Oh, God, senior race, you might lose count, right?
That's why it's better I don't steer. I don't even like to count that high. I call changes. I have to count more.
What is your, everybody thinks because you've had such a successful one-man and kayaking career that you are, you're a stroker or you're a steerswoman. What is your favorite seat to sit in the canoe?
I just get, I sit anywhere. I don't sit in one. If you see me in one,
why?
Shit's going wrong.
Why?
Just kidding. I don't know. I don't stroke.
You don't by choice?
It's not my favorite. I think stroke. I have gotten in and definitely stroked a few here and there, but for the most part, I'm in towards the back.
Why?
Maybe just.
But that's not typical for most.
I don't. I mean, for our crew, that's what works better. I'm kind of in the middle of the boat. I'm kind of picked. That's why. We put the skating ropes in front. I've accepted it. It's fine.
Yeah.
I have
we're all
for
cool
like
with
at least 3 days. That's how many meals I could miss. Still function.
It'd still be just fine.
Just fine.
So,
don't get cold. Easy.
I've seen you, like you said, in the middle of the boat. I've seen you in 2.
Yep.
I think
5. I do like 5.
2. I've seen you phenomenal in 5 in the Navahine.
Oh.
And I really don't like giving you too many compliments, but you are in 5 like a second steersman. But what I see also that I very rarely see anybody else do is that, like when you're trying to canoe surf and you're trying to kind of, for lack of a better term, kind of bump or hump the canoe onto waves.
Yeah.
I see you doing that, and I don't see anybody else doing that. And when you have a canvas to bump your top of your thighs up against, you're giving not only alleviating the weight as you come up, but you're lifting that canoe forward.
Yeah.
And
up.
And
that's like just sheer aggression.
Like I said, she's got one of the best game days of anybody. You really might not have to train that hard if you had a game day as good as this woman.
If you're going to do that little maneuver, you make sure. I mean, when I've done it, you got to really get that bump because like when I'm doing that, it's like 110%. And I'm like up 1 foot forward, just everything.
Right.
And if you get that bump and it's a big one, then you get like a little bit of recovery. But there's been times I've done it and then we didn't get it, and it's like,
frustrating.
Oh, the tank is empty.
Yeah.
But it's fun, it's all the. I think with women's paddling, we're not as strong as men. Some men maybe, but not all. Like the top guys, like you guys, you guys have a little more inertia. Like you guys can just like.
I know guys that when they enter a one-man race, their goal is to just be somewhere near you.
So nice.
That's considered winning for them.
No, but women have to really give it. So like you got to hit a different level. But
to actually be able to surf,
to
because
really
the raw power is maybe not there,
and everyone's got to be going at the same time.
And that's why Bradley is one of the few crews you see that's surfing across the channel in the women's races.
When the conditions are good,
Yeah, when they're right.
Yeah.
When they're right.
But, I mean, and there's, like, so many other, great women. Like, all the women in the top.
So you like 2, you like 5.
Yep.
Anywhere in the middle. But you don't like to steer and you don't like to stroke.
Steering is
Again,
painful.
Start of the women's Open 4 races.
You can see they're not jumping off the line.
Right.
Like they normally do. But it looks like Lanika is coming out on a
These are the bully girls. These are the real strong ladies out there.
Yeah.
I mean, not always, not necessarily, but you're going to look for power. As a coach, you're looking for the girls that can deliver the power.
Yeah.
Right? Can bring the boom.
The big titas. And then steering too, like steering open 4, especially in today's conditions.
You got to paddle.
You're not going to see a lot of poking today.
No.
There's going to be fun to steer open 4. And I love doing turns in open 4 because the boat just
whips. You don't have that extra weight of the person in 5, right?
The butt's a little bit higher, kinda.
But at times it can be a more difficult canoe to steer because if you have a side wind that rear manu is farther up in the air, you're going to get being blown around, right?
Yeah, if it's windy, there's always going to be lanes that benefit from being sheltered by the wind, and you're talking that's a major advantage if you have like a sheltered inside lane and you're taking cracks on the outside, maybe 15 seconds.
All right, Lanikai looking solid once again this race. They've had a great showing today. A lot of solid crews, as always, of course, coming out of Lanikai Canoe Club. Jim Fody was sharing earlier that in '85 the club almost folded.
Really?
He said it was kind of a bad year for them, but it's
Lanikai Canoe Club has been.
That's almost 40 years ago, but they're always been a fighting force, and their men's program is legendary. The last men's team from Hawaii to win. Those guys are 05. I remember. Actually, depends how you feel about Red Bull.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I'm just
that's still a Hawaii.
Yeah, that's a whole other can of.
That's a little different can of worms, but the last Hawaii club crew.
Yeah, club crew
to win. Yeah,
where they're like, those guys all came up together and.
Yeah. And they did. Let's see if we can notice a difference in the way this canoe comes around the corner here.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome.
So, again, this is the women's open force. Oh, no, H. That may not be.
Oh, my gosh.
What the heck?
That is a turn right there. She spun that.
Yep.
Nice.
In lane 2, Lanikai right there. And, again, Hokulele, that boat's been really performing today.
They got that boat dialed.
Yeah, definitely. And if you're... As a big part of the puzzle, wow, they are way out in front. In lane 1 for this women's open 4 race is Lokahi Canoe Club. Paddling out of the Alawai on Oahu.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think they borrow a call for the race. But yes, girls, look at that. Open soar, as they call that.
Yeah, open soar.
Because you soar after this, carrying that whole canoe.
The good thing is, at least it's a half mile, You wouldn't want to do much more than a half mile with open 4.
Didn't it used to be a mile?
No, open 4 is
always half mile?
And I think that it was freshman, sophomore used to be a mile, and now it's half.
Yeah, now it's half. That's
but,
what
it shortens a day a little bit, yeah.
But if you're allowed to, as, open women's crew or open men's crew, be able to if you're able to race more than one race, you can get your long race later.
Yeah. I feel like there's a couple races that you can't race twice, and I want to say maybe Open 4 is one of them. I could be wrong, but I feel like if you race Open 4, it's just one and done.
Here they go, approaching the finish line in the women's Open 4. This is race number 37. We got only about 6 races left to go here on the docket. If you want to check that out, Lauren, you're welcome to see that. And so, how's everything else happening up in Upcountry? Life is good. Kids are good.
Kids are good.
You got one big one out of the house. You got some little ones over there raising up on the farm with your sister.
Yeah. Oh, my sister's little.
Your guys' place is so much fun.
Yeah. All the kids running around.
And how's your pops doing?
Oh, same. Itchy.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
he's the most upbeat guy.
Yeah, he's itchy. He cannot.
Oh, itchy! I thought you said bitchy.
No, itchy, not bitchy.
Sorry, Uncle Mike.
Yeah, itchy, Captain
no,
Itchy.
Oh yeah. Your dad, he always man. He's
got all these nicknames: Rocky the Flying Squirrel, Captain Crunch.
Man.
No, but he's doing good. He's super active, and
Of course, we're watching the culmination of the women's Open 4 race coming up, men's Open 4. And then we're on to
Mixed 55.
the mixed 55s. Mixed 40s, mixed Open. And then finishing off the day with the women's and men's 40s.
Wow.
Oh, but you got to wait all day if you're 40, huh?
Yeah. Worse enough being 40, then you got to wait.
Yeah. A lot of those guys probably took the kids home and came back, right?
Yeah. I usually show up last minute on Maui. It's like I don't have a whole Saturday.
I can't give you the whole day.
I can't give you the whole day. Like I have to be somewhat productive and then come and race and then I have to leave.
No. Especially when the race is like on the other side of the island.
Yeah. It's like, I have to go to Lahaina.
Yeah. No.
But it's nice. You can get a little bit more out of your day than I mean I've spent like a lifetime at canoe regattas, so I don't feel so bad.
Looking for a replay in the women's Open 4 event right here. Keep an eye on this crew in lane 2. Stroker with the orange hat, that is Lanikai Canoe Club. Nice start there for the ladies. Coming into the turn, running solo, and look at this steerswoman whip this canoe around. Digging in there, calling for the uni.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful turn.
Wow, that number 2 didn't even kahi at first.
Yeah. Yeah, and if she would have buried that flag.
No, look at that. They didn't at all. She didn't even kahi at all. In fact, the whole crew didn't kahi. Right?
Oh, no.
It was only just the poke.
That is a good.
Wow.
That's an awesome turn.
Wow. And that's probably, as you mentioned earlier, because the back of that canoe slides around so quickly.
Yeah.
Because it's a little farther out of the water. You can look, compared to some of the other races, you can see how high the back of the canoe is out of the water.
It makes a big
difference.
difference.
And they laid it down. Look at this. Easily boat and a half in front of the next, if not 2 boats in front of the next cruise. In second place there for the women's Open 4, that was Lokahi Canoe Club.
Who did you have in earlier talking about the women's races?
Shucks, we had all kinds of people earlier.
You guys just have like little buddies that come in and visit you throughout the day?
Yeah, hey, you're not my only little buddy.
I'm not your only little buddy. That's it.
We had, Keone's wife, Dana Miyake.
Okay,
she
nice.
is president of HCRA.
Nice.
We had Jim Fody. We had Carlene Ornelas.
Nice.
We had Kamoa Kalama.
Oh, wow.
You're not the only
the legend.
highfalutin
person
coming in over here. You're not the only legend in her own mind that we had rolling through.
I might start on my own lunchbox.
Yeah. Mommy, can I put my picture on my lunchbox? No. All right, this is the men's Open 4. Again, 14 canoes here today. Decent representation from throughout the island chain. Some strong clubs there. Waikiki Surf, Keakahoe, Wailea. Wailea must have a solid men's crew this year. They did good in some of the races.
They always have. They're always competitive.
Lanikai, Alapahoe. Good, nice to see them in a race today.
That's your home turf, yeah?
No, my home turf is Keakahoe.
Yeah, okay, Keakahoe.
Home turf. And so when you guys are off season or getting ready for the season training for Team Bradley, what is sort of expected?
When we're not calving?
Yeah, when you're not trying to increase the Hawaiian race, one paddler at a time. What is kind of the expected? How much practices do you guys get together with while you're out there?
We don't get together that much. We kind of like everybody trains on their own.
Right.
We all are
one man style.
Yeah, one man. We're all doing. We're all fit in our own. Like whether we're
fit in our own minds.
Yeah,
we're all fit in our own minds.
Whether it be going to the gym or we're all pretty active. But yeah, I think we're all on our one mans and training. Whether there's a handful of us that race the one man season, and then there's a handful of us that just get on the one mans. Like Maya Lani, she trains on like a Naya Iki or something. Doesn't even have. I think it might leak in the seams. Sometimes it doesn't have a seat. But she's out there. And she's probably getting a better workout.
Yeah, no,
the resistance, it's like
resistance training on her Naya Iki.
I can't even lift it. I'm like, hey, girl,
Naya Iki's probably older than she is.
Yeah, don't let anyone.
Classic. All right, well, we're enjoying our time spent in studio here with none other than the legend in her own mind, Lauren Spalding. We're going to throw the...
And Captain Stadium.
Oh, send her off. Okay. Well,
They're getting rid of me.
she's going to let me borrow her tank top for the rest of the broadcast.
Just for a long time. It says Hawaiian Canoe Club on it.
Oh, yeah, somewhere. It says Hawaiian Canoe Club. It's printed in beer.
I swear it's somewhere. Oh, there it is.
But thank you for joining us, Lauren. Give our love to your entire ohana. We miss them. And we are looking forward to watching you and your team, Bradley, in the upcoming distance season, which will be culminating with our Navahini Okekai. So we'll be seeing you there for that. So mahalo for giving us your time. And we'll see you round and round right after this.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Hoi pa. Come on.
The 2023 Hawaiian Canoe Racing Association State Regatta Championships are brought to you by Par Hawaii and Hele. Save 25 cents a gallon with the Kama'aina Rewards. County of Hawaii. Hilo Hawaiian Hotel by Castles Resort. Hilo Hospitality and Charm redefined. Matson. And by Ocean Paddler TV, dedicated to making outrigger canoe.
All right, welcome back, folks, from that quick commercial break. We're here in beautiful Hilo Bay for the 2023 Hawaiian Canoe Racing Association's State Regatta Championships right here in beautiful Hilo Bay, and I'm joined with none other than another member of our Ocean Paddler Ohana, Keone Miyake. Yes, it is spelled correctly. Good job. Good job, you South African guy.
Yeah.
You're the best. Yeah. All good. So thank you for joining us, Keone. We're just going to talk story a little bit when we can converse back and forth on the live play-by-play. Okay. This is the beginning, the start of the men's Open 4 race we're about to see here. Half-mile race, one turn, 4 men in the canoe. I'm imagining you raced this race before.
Oh, yeah. Last time I did it was in Ke'e Lagoon, and, man, it was a tough one.
It was a tough one. Yeah, the Ke'e Lagoon can be tough depending on what lane you're in. And what a great venue we've had today, and what a beautiful day of racing it's been on the ocean. It seems from everybody we've spoken to that the course has been really even, really fair. How has it been for you kind of spectating today and checking it out from the perspective of a former paddler?
Yeah, I thought the course was very well kept today and very fair. For our kids in the morning, we had the inside lanes, which really paid off for us. And as the days started changing, you can see the currents changing and the more middle lanes starting to run. So, but all in all, it's been a great course.
Yeah.
We look forward to more.
You're never going to find a course that is absolutely perfect across all the lanes.
Yes.
No way. But this one's pretty much as fair as you can get. The conditions have been nice. We've had only a little bit of wind, and what a great venue otherwise on shore it's been for this race. So we want to thank again Mokuo Hawaii Racing Association folks for helping us put this on, Doug Bumatai, Michael Shaughnessy, and especially the County of Kauai for their support in all of this. And a big thanks and shout out to your wife, who we had on earlier today. And I don't know what you're doing, Keone, but she is up here with a smile, and whether there's another person behind that smile, I'm not sure, but she looks like she's having a great time. Let's check out the start of the men's race. Oh, a little bit of a running start there for the guys in lane 2. So, yeah, she looks like she's just enjoying this position that she has. So, again, to recap, we had Keone's wife on earlier with us. She is the president of the Hawaiian Canoe Racing Association, and more or less, Dana Miyake, she's in charge of this whole shebang today.
Yes.
Yeah. So how has that been for you as her spouse, watching her kind of take on that new role and move into this?
I've really seen her develop into her role a lot and seen her change, and she's really like coming into her role as president for ACRA. Her love for the sport and her love for our culture has really been shining, and I think that's what she puts first is our islands, our culture, and our sport before anything else.
That's beautiful. And really, this is Hawaiian canoe racing, and Hawaii and our Hawaiian culture is at the core of it, no matter who's paddling,
Yes.
no matter where
Yeah.
they're from or if they're Hawaiian or not. It's really nice to see everybody, Hawaiian or not Hawaiian, participating in this traditionally Polynesian sport. We're watching our open fours here. These gentlemen heading into the only turn here in this race, half-mile race, quarter-mile down, quarter-mile back. Couple different stroke rates we're seeing here.
Look at that ama, that new
Yeah.
ama.
So this is
beautiful.
Keahiakahoe Canoe Club that we're watching right here. These guys are a traditional, not traditional, but a long-time powerhouse in this
Yep.
race. Keahiakahoe loves the Open 4 race, and that's their new ama from Tiger, who we had in
Yes.
earlier today as well, running on that canoe. And all the boys were saying this morning how much they were enjoying that new ama. Here they go. Let's see them bang out this turn.
Yep, who's going to be?
Oh, look
Nice.
at that. Just sliding in and out. Epa, kika, epa, he'e. Nice.
There you go.
Coming right out of there.
The new
Oh, that looks,
Tiger
is that,
ama
is that
really liking
Kale
the
steering? Kale Koho'okele and Kamu looks in there.
turn. Yeah.
That might be Jace up front. Faufata. Yeah, nice showing from these men of Keahiakahoe Canoe Club in the Open 4 division. Looks like they got some competition on the outside, but this race is running tight right now. Keahiakahoe, I believe, in lane 2.
Yes, lane 2.
Open 4, Kane.
And this is...
Let's see. It's hard to tell what crew is what, but we don't really have a reference on the other.
that Kamehameha?
It might be Kamehameha Canoe Club. Ooh, a lot of power in that canoe.
Yep.
Look at those men just yanking this. So you're seeing a little bit different setup in this crew. They have 1, 3, 4, whereas a lot of the other crews have 1, 2,
Yes.
4.
Yeah.
Maybe they had a little bit bigger size paddlers that they are kind of balancing out that canoe with.
I remember doing this race, and you really got to have a big, deep, long stroke.
Yeah, you got to make it run, and you got to have powerful paddlers. You want some good-sized brothers in the middle right
Yes,
there,
yes.
being able to deliver the power. And when you have good-sized guys, you really don't want a quick stroke.
Right.
You want to give them time to drag it through the water over there, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ooh, look at
Look
this.
how nice the water
Wow.
is out here in Hilo.
Beautiful venue for paddling, and it looks like the guys on the inside are trying to make a run. Let's see what's happening here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is going to be a photo finish. Oh, nice finish on the outside there. And that's going to be Keahiakahoe in third. In second place, that looks like that was in lane 1, men's open 4. That was Leeward Kai Canoe Club, another
Yep.
crew that loves open 4s.
Yeah.
Nice work, everybody out there. Real solid performance. We're going to have a replay real quickly of this race. Oh, man.
Celebrate.
Yeah. Don't get my drone wet. Time to celebrate. A quick replay of this Open 4 race. We'll see the start, the turn, and the finish. But as we were talking earlier about Dana, she's really come into this. And I know, following up after Bo Campos is not always easy. He was a real legend. But
Yes,
it
big icon.
seems like, she's got the right tools, and that the way she approaches the sport and the culture and the association is just Pono.
Yes.
Yeah.
She is totally Pono. She's Pono with herself and Pono with how to help run this association and help make it a lot better for us all here in Hawaii.
Awesome. We'll have a quick replay of our Open 4 race here. Running start.
start.
Oh, hey. It's a replay of the replay. Here we go. There we are. Okay. And they're off. Here we go, coming into the turn. Oh, some big brothers inside
Yeah. Need some
there. Yes,
power.
you need the beef on this one, boy.
Nice turn.
Yeah, look at that beautiful turn.
Tight. Touch, did it.
Touch, but no berry.
Never bury. Another good turn right there. In lane 1, nice turn.
Yeah, nice turn. And here they come into the finish line. I think that's Leeward Kai, as we spoke about, on the outside there.
What a great race.
And again,
Ooh.
Kia Akahoy and Leeward Kai. So awesome performance on the open fours. But let's turn back to you. You've been paddling for decades, you and your brother Brian, and it's been so fun jumping in the sailing canoe and stuff over the years
Some of the best
with
times.
you guys. Man, sailing canoe is so good fun. But, let's talk about, and I'll let you go with it where you want, but you've, recently had a little bit of a setback physically, but you were generous enough to share that experience with a lot of your friends. And I tell you, man, it's been admirable, inspirational watching you, come back from that setback. And how has it made you really reflect on your time as a paddler, or, on the times where you were that guy on the beach, or that guy in the canoe, and that guy in the water,
Just like Kai Bartlett, when he's with his struggle, both him and I, in my position, is very hard to accept. You might not be able to do what you used to do, just because your body's not letting you do it. But I am very grateful for being in a position I am now, and trying to stay healthy, more positive. Life is really precious and short.
Oh, yes.
So I try to enjoy the shit out of it. I take everything, every day as a gift, and with my family and with my friends in our canoe club, and helping support our kids on Kauai, and even with my wife, helping out with the association. I really want to support her, and I know what she's doing makes a big difference in Hawaii. So I'm just spending more time on that kind of part of my life, and just supporting and wherever I can, and slowly just getting back in the water when I can, not stressed about it so much. But I hope that one day I can at least try to give it a shot again.
Yeah.
I am going to paddle the sailing canoe race on Kauai.
Yeah, the Kendall Cup coming up. Yeah, I heard about
Jason
that.
And
awesome.
my brother. So I'm looking forward to that for the Kendall.
Awesome. And you're right, though. You don't take anything for granted.
Yeah.
We're going to be watching the Mix 55 event coming up. This is event 39. Only 4 more events to go after this. But you're right. It was kind of like the pandemic.
Yeah.
The moment something was taken away from you was the moment, unfortunately, that you really realized how much you cherished it.
Yes.
Exactly. And that's human nature. We're all like that, my brother. We are all like that. Yeah. And I really, I see you being positive and man, you've been a great example for all of us, just how not to take those things, like you said, anything for granted.
I try to use what happened to me and try to share my my experiences to hopefully I can help someone out there that's struggling and not to give up.
Sure. Oh, for sure. I think, again, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the canoe coming up. I love those little videos you throw out of one manning, lifting weights and stuff like that. It's been good for me, and it really helps everyone kind of put our lives in perspective, right?
Yes.
Being able to still be there with your family and, hug up on your kids and, be there for your wife.
Being here today with everybody.
Seeing all your old friends, everybody's like, "Oh, Keone!"
It's like a class reunion or something.
Hey, how long has it been since you've seen all your friends, your paddlers from outer islands, right?
Before pandemic.
Yeah. No, it's been several years since you've been able to see them. You haven't chatted. Yeah.
Even I haven't seen you.
My brother. Yeah. So it really is like that, and I think it's neat that this has kind of become a venue for us and to kind of get together, because up and down this beach as people walk, before and after their races. And we always say, you leave the beach, as the moment we leave the beach, it's on.
Yeah, it's
on. We in a dogfight. But the moment we back on shore,
we're all friends.
Yeah, we're all buddies. Yeah. It's all Pono. And that's the beauty of sport, right?
Yes.
That's the beauty of sport. And so I kind of feel like, being here at a race like this, probably more so than any other, is a chance for all of those reconnections.
Right.
To affirm those friendships, to catch up on what's been happening, and to kind of link up with our friends once again. And it's great that's been that opportunity for you,
Right. Especially seeing family on Kauai that I haven't seen in a long time, too, was also really good. And then, and Big Island and Uncle Doug and the rest of the crew, on Big Island, really being big supporters of us being here. And we really appreciate all their help and all their kokua that they're doing. And we really want Big Island to get most of the, a lot of the praise for this.
A lot of credit,
This is their home. And we are, from Ada Island. And but we really appreciate everything that they do for us more than they know. So we hope to have more races here and that we can.
Oh yeah, for sure. We love racing here.
You know that.
Yeah. So right now we're watching our mixed 55 race coming out here.
I'm getting that age soon.
Yeah, me too, pal. You ain't the only one. Remember, we're about the same age.
Yep.
So this is another one of our half-mile races that's finishing up our day today, and again, like you had mentioned, man, the gang here in Hilo. From
Unreal.
The community, guys, that's not even paddlers.
Yeah.
But those family and friends that had, something to give, whether it was a skill set, whether it was that brother that came in here and backed in this trailer.
Right.
Or, the uncle that came out to help make food
Yep.
for the canoe club to raise funds or whatever. This event was really supported by the community. And when you look at Hilo, man, they're good at that. Look at Mary Monarch. Right, this is why this island and our mauna over there are kind of
Hilo.
pico,
Yeah.
pico to
for sure.
us Hawaiian people, And you guys you and Dana coming all the way from the other side of the island chain,
All the way from
a
Kauai.
few hundred miles from Kauai, and that can't be easy running the association from Kauai.
Right.
That's a lot of Zoom meetings. That's a lot of phone calls. But I know you guys have been really appreciative of everything this town has done.
Yes. Most definitely.
Yep. With Ray Bumatai and everybody else being out here, it's been awesome.
I haven't been out to Big
Sorry,
Island in
Doug
a while.
Bumatai.
It's so good to be here again.
Oh yeah, and Hilo's been nice to us. The weather's been pretty clean. The course has been great. I have
is great.
nothing but praise for these guys.
Yeah. Look at that water. Nice and clean, smooth.
Perfect racing water. Perfect racing water.
14, 15 koa canoes.
Look at that backdrop. Beautiful Hilo town. These mixed 55s coming around the turn here.
There's that Lani Kai right there.
Yep. Lani Kai always has strong 50s, boy, I tell you that.
Yep.
So are you coaching at all back home?
More helping this year. I took a step back just for time to let my brain heal.
Yep.
And my body, less stress. Support whatever I can. Yell whenever I can when I don't see something being done. But it's been really good taking a little small break. And,
Oh, yeah. It's always good to reset.
Hard. It's been hard.
True. Okay. After the 55s race, we're going to give a quick update on the standings in the quadruple A division, where you have to have the most amount of entries.
Right.
Hawaiian Canoe Club's in first place, Lani Kai in second, Puna in third, in fourth, Huinalu, and in fifth, Keaukaha. Keaukaha and Hawaiian had really strong keiki programs.
Yep.
There is a chance, though. Lani Kai is only 2 points behind Hawaiian Canoe Club. They really have a chance to come up because they have really good older. We just saw them win the men's 55s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and the men's 50s. So that's a really strong I'm sorry, they won the men's 50s. That's extra points for them at the top. In the AA division, Keoho Canoe Club.
Nice.
Nakai Valu Vakapaimua from the island of Molokai. Kilohana Hoiva'a from Kauai. And then we don't yet have the standings in the single A division. But right now, again, in the 4A, it's Hawaiian Canoe Club, Lanikai, and Puna. In the 3A, AAA division, it's Kaiopua, Keahiakahoi, and Kihei. And then in the AA, it's Keho. Now, Keahiakahoi has a pretty good in their older crews, which we're seeing race today. And, even a second or third place finish can get you the points you need to get you over the line.
Right.
So they're trying to compete right now with Kaiopua, who also has a very strong program as well. So that's going to be an interesting one to watch. They're only 1 point back from Kaiopua. And there's 2 points separating the top two in the quadruple A division. All right. Coming up right after this, we're going to have a replay of the mixed 55s. Nice clean start there. Talk us through this turn, Keone. What are you seeing here as they are approaching this this turn buoys here? Here we're gonna see some nice quick turns, or not. Hey now.
Or maybe not.
Here we go.
Picking it up.
There we go. Coming out of the turn here.
Nice and clean. Really tight turn. Lanikai is doing a tight turn with a little stall.
Looks like we're getting a slow version replay of the finish. Mixed 55s. Let's see who that was. Mixed 55s in lane 1. That is Kaiopua Canoe Club. Yep. Hey, we were just talking about them.
Yep.
And
followed by Lanikai.
Canoe Club.
Who was that? Third was Huinalu.
In lane 3 was Kikio Kamoi.
Okay.
And in lane 4, that was, let's see. Kihei Canoe Club.
Nice. Congrats.
Good finish there. Well, Keone, we appreciate you coming up here and sharing your mana'o with us and hanging out. Thank you for being a good husband to Dana and supporting her, as I'm sure she's been very supporting for you. You guys are a great couple, and I love spending time with you. I still remember that time on Maui, right? We had that impromptu birthday party for me.
For you?
Yeah, that was awesome, right? We
threw
threw it together, got the grill at the hotel room. That was good times, bro. That was really good times. So,
hopefully we can do more.
Yeah, we will do more of those. But I really happy to see you, and I'm glad to see you doing so well. I appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate that.
And love up on Dana for us, my man.
Mahalo, my brother.
All right. Good to see you. All right, we're going to have a quick commercial break here at our continuing coverage. We only have a couple of more races left of the 2023 HCRA State Regatta Championships.
The 2023 Hawaiian Canoe Racing Association State Regatta Championships are brought to you by Par Hawaii and Hele. Save 25 cents a gallon with the Kama'aina Rewards. County of Hawaii. Hilo Hawaiian Hotel by Castles Resort. Hilo Hospitality and Charm redefined. Matson. And by Ocean Paddler TV, dedicated to making outrigger canoe paddling a spectator sport.
Aloha and welcome back to beautiful Hilo Bay for our Ocean Paddler TV coverage of the Hawaiian Canoe Racing Association's 2023 State Regatta Championships. I'm Kala'i Miller alongside with my good buddy Tiari Lawrence from the island of Maui, and we're just kind of getting ready to close out the day here. We have just a few crews left of the 43 crews that are racing today. The last ones left here are several mixed crews. We also have our women's and men's 40s, and these are all half-mile races with just one turn. But Tiare, you had a couple of races today. How did it go for you?
I did. I got to have the privilege of racing freshman women and senior women
For Hawaiian Canoe Club?
Hawaiian Canoe
Yes.
Club. So
Okay.
just really honored to be able to represent our island and come to States. States is a blessing.
States is huge, and congratulations. I know you did really well in both of those races. Hawaiian has a great program from top to bottom. One of the things we've been talking about today is this apparent resurge in canoe club participation, and really it everybody looks at, we have this many more keiki, we have this many more kids participating, but that all has to be facilitated and guided by the adult paddlers. Whether you're a coach, you're a member of the board or the association, or you're just that paddler that a lot of these young kids have a chance to look up to. And so and having a place for them to go. If you have a good adult program, then by the time these kids hit 18, they're like, I'm going to stay with my club because this adult program is really strong too. So, Tiare, we're going to be looking at our Mix 40 event coming up right here. You see 14 canoe clubs in representation. And look at it there in lane 2, Hawaiian Canoe Club, your gang right there. And you've been paddling for Hawaiian, or have you paddled for other clubs throughout your life?
I grew up paddling for Napili Canoe Club as a
Napili,
child,
okay.
and then when I turned 18, I got to paddle road sprints with Hawaiian Canoe Club and haven't left since. So I've been with Hawaiian for about 23 years.
Yeah, so that was about in 04 or so. A World
2000.
Sprint. 2000.
World
Which
Sprints,
World Sprints was
Australia.
that? Oh, that must have been so fun. I didn't get to that one. I did the one that was 04 here, which was a ton of fun as well. But, those types of, you have that type of experience with a club, you're going to switch. I've been lucky enough to paddle for a few different clubs over the years. And, each club really has its own personality, its own style. But I think one of the big players at Hawaiian Canoe Club is Kauhani, Paul Uvai.
Absolutely.
He is really runs your guys' kids program, right?
He's our core. Our kids are Hawaiian. That's our representation of our canoe club. He puts so much love and effort into training the kids, but not only does he train the kids, he also has a kamali'i program that teaches kids Hawaiian culture, Hawaiian values. They learn oli, hula. Our canoe club is very grounded in Hawaiian values.
It's being true to your folks' name over
Absolutely.
there. We're getting ready once again to see. This is the Mix 40 division. Our crew's lining up here. And that's also been a recurrent theme to all the folks that we talked to today, whether it was Kamoa Kalama or Dana Miyake or Carlene Ornelas. It was about not forgetting that this is a sport shared with everyone and now across the globe, but at its core, much like our local culture, at its core, this is a Polynesian or a Hawaiian sport, and we cannot forget that.
Yep.
So, and it seems like Paul is really using the canoe as a springboard for sharing the broader scope of Hawaiian culture with the keiki.
His coaching is what inspired me to want to join Hawaiian Canoe Club. When I was 18 years old, he just put so much love and effort into our kids program. Just super blessed to be part of this canoe club and represent our island. Awesome. So,
I also get to see you in in other ways. We're always seeing you with your I don't know whether I want to call him your uncle, your godfather, he's
like my dad.
Your second dad,
Yes.
The legendary Archie Kalepa, legendary lifeguard and waterman from the island of Maui. And I always see you with him, at the Buffalo Big Board Contest, canoe surfing with those guys. And that is yet another exciting iteration of canoe paddling, much like we talked about canoe sailing earlier with the Miyake brothers. Canoe surfing, this is the core for everything, right?
Absolutely.
Regatta paddling with your club, this is the core. As we watch the start of our Mix 40s, ready to go. What's happening? Looks pretty clean there, but that's the core of it, and that's how you get to be a good paddler and get to be invited to jump in the canoe for canoe surfing. Now, canoe surfing is a little bit different animal, and if you wouldn't mind kind of introducing or explaining that to some of our folks watching online?
Canoe surfing just takes it to a whole new level, right? And it's just being comfortable in the ocean, understanding the drop, putting yourself in critical zones, because that's how they judge canoe surfing contests. But it's so much fun. I look forward to Uncle Buffalo's and Uncle Mel's contest every year. I heard through the grapevine that there's going to be a big wave canoe surfing contest.
Yeah, you may
this
have heard
winter, and I'm really excited.
something about that.
And so,
can we talk about it? Yes, no, you tell me. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, we're looking, Ocean Paddle TV, we're always trying to be a little groundbreaking, whether it's bringing you live coverage of Navihini Kekai or doing live coverage, first time ever, of the state canoe race. But we're looking at trying to bring in some big wave canoe surfing events.
Or
in
just,
the future.
just canoe surfing in general. Guys are charging big waves now.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to charging Pier 1 and possibly Waimea Bay this winter.
Heck
so
yeah.
Let's go.
So right now our mixed 40s are headed into the one and only turn they're having here in their race today. We have about, I think it's 3 more races after this. Very lucky to be able to close out the day with the beautiful Tiare Lawrence here at our studio on the beach in beautiful Hilo Bay. And it looks like our mixed 40s are approaching their turn. So, Tiare, did you steer today? Or did you paddle?
I paddled.
You paddled today, okay. So talk to me. What seat did you sit?
I sat in seat 5.
Seat 5, okay. And for you, are you trying to help the steersman around at all? Are you kahi a little bit out to the side?
Yes, my steersman requested for help, so I jumped in and helped for a little bit.
Okay. So even in seat 5, you're helping kind of bring that va'a around, coming around that turn. And so really, the coordination that needs to happen, a lot of people don't understand about making sure that certain paddlers are on the right side to be able to uni the canoe over, making sure that the steersman calls at the right time, because, man, if you bury that flag, you're disqualified, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it today too much, partially because I heard they made the lanes wider.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so usually it's a required minimum 80-foot lane. Today they made it 90 to help not have any collisions. We have a lot of paddlers borrowing canoes and want to make sure that they don't damage any of these gorgeous and priceless koa canoes. But, having that extra little bit lane is critical, and make sure you have a good turn. As these mixed 40s.
Looks like Kaihitu
right there, working their way back to the finish line.
Beautiful race.
Look at that. I mean, Hilo has been picturesque for us, for real.
Hey, I got to tell you, I was worried. They said 80% chance of rain, but
it's Hilo. Every day is 80%
the weather
chance
has been beautiful, little sprinkles here and there, but, like I said, it's a blessing. States is a blessing, and Hilo's definitely showing herself today.
It's a great day of racing. The water has been beautiful. The beach has been beautiful. A little bit of rain, not too much wind. I mean, ideal racing conditions. And so, again, we're watching the second half of our mixed 40s
that
division. That
looks like
here.
Healani. They won this race last year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
This is one of their favorites. I wonder if we have
that looks like
Mr.
Celeste
Paina in
and
there, and
Kale.
Celeste steering. Oh, yeah, that would probably be Healani coming across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's probably around lane 8, mixed 40s.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that would be in lane, let's see, 9, Healani, crew number 1, winning that race. We'll get a quick replay of that right here.
Yeah.
Is that Celeste Strokey?
That's Celeste Strokey.
Okay.
Beautiful race.
We're going to get a replay of this race real quickly here as they collect their boat holders. But, canoe surfing, super fun. But, man, if you wipe out, it can be critical. You're rolling around in the whitewash with a 200-pound piece of equipment, trying to find stuff that gets scattered all over the place. And so, but you're a multi-dimensional water woman. You love to surf. You love to paddle. And I guess it's the crossroads of both of those things for you.
I get the best of both worlds in one. I won't lie. I've had my share of stitches.
Yes.
At canoe surfing, but every year I keep coming back for more.
Yeah. I'll have another one, please. Give me another one, please. So, right, we're gonna. All right, so we're gonna get our final guest on for you today. But thank you for coming in today. Are you going to be distance season this year? You're going to stick with Hawaiian for a distance season?
I'm
debating it. Right?
I can't release what my plans are just yet,
Okay.
but I will definitely be in the va'a.
Okay.
Doing
I
what
like
we
to
do
hear
best
that. I
for
like to hear that. Good
distance.
for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. That's exciting, and we'll be looking forward to watching what you're
mahalo
going
nui. And mahalo nui to Ocean Paddler TV.
Oh, we're having
This is
fun here.
amazing to have live stream. A lot of people were texting me, just super stoked that they had access to today's race. So mahalo to Ocean Paddler TV for putting on an
I'm
amazing
glad we actually were in a
media
tent today.
Yes.
Well, we're happy to share with the world our sport that we love and try to make paddling a spectator sport. But we're looking forward to see what you got coming up next, Tiare. From what I've seen, it's always something. There's always something coming around the horizon for you, Tiare. So thank you for joining us, Tiare Lawrence. We appreciate you, and congratulations on a great day of racing today.
Mahalo nui.
Mahalo, sis.
Aloha.
Thank you. Okay, we're getting a quick analyzation of our replay here. Our mixed 40s going into the turn. All right. Nice turns happening over there in the mixed 40s. Coming out of that turn really strong. Nice tight race. But it looks like it was Heilani Canoe Club who Tiare was able to share with us earlier that this was a race that Heilani Canoe Club won last year. And it's kind of neat to share that's Celeste Kalama is her maiden name, and her husband behind her, Keapai Aina, whose family started Heilani Canoe Club. But we're happy to have with us Samantha Moikea. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So you're with HCRA.
Yes.
And can you share with us what's your function over there? What is your role that you're playing today?
My function, I have taken the shoes that Uncle Bo has left.
Okay.
So I'm the race commissioner for HCRA, have been for a while now. Exciting times because things are getting so much different from pre-pandemic.
You're the race commissioner. What is the race commissioner's function? What is a race commissioner
run a
do?
good state race.
Huh?
To run state race.
Run state race.
Yep.
Okay. So
Yep.
how has it been over the last few weeks for you? I'm imagining not a whole lot of sleep, a lot of stress, a lot of early mornings and late nights.
Actually, a lot of late nights.
Yeah.
But with Mokua Hawaii's help, it's been amazing that I didn't have to spend so much time. They were the boots on the ground, did everything that we needed them to do here. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Send a list and they were on it.
They were on it.
Awesome.
We had a few hiccups here and there, but nothing that they couldn't help us recover from.
Awesome. And it's really been a theme here that there's been such a great hosting by not only the local clubs, by local paddlers and the staff from Moku Hawaii Racing Association, but Hilo in general. And speaking of Hilo, we're having our mixed open event here, event number 41. Only 2 more to go after this. This is our mixed open, and we have a number of canoes, 14 participating in this one. Be looking for some exciting finishes here. This is always a very challenging and contentious event, mixed open. So a lot of help from guys like Doug Bumatai.
Yes.
Yeah. Michael Shaughnessy, guys like that. Tons of help. And so what was the message or the feeling that you were hoping paddlers, not only from the Big Island, but other islands, to be able to feel when they came here for this race? Like, what was your goal? Like, what did you kind of set out to do?
I set out to make sure that the family was a center part of our race day. So if you looked around today, there were families, there were kids playing, they were seeing cousins for the first time in a while.
Yes.
Sometimes at other locations we're so tight on the beach that you can't breathe, you can't experience what's happening on the beach, and so you don't get to see the vendors. Sometimes you just you're there to race. You got to get out. You got to catch your flight home. But I think people have made it a weekend.
Yes.
Spent
People
time.
from Oahu have come
Yep.
up here for not just a
Eat.
day, but a few days, right?
To eat.
Right? And hang out. And so that's one of the things I mentioned. I mean, what a venue Hilo Bay is for this type of racing.
Oh, yes.
It's perfect.
Yes.
It's perfect. I mean, that the distance races along the Kailua Kona coastline are nice too. Don't get me wrong, but man, for this type of regatta racing where you're going to have this many people showing up, supporting from the beach, being able to be on shore, but still kind of involved and having their paddlers hear them cheering from out in the ocean. Hey, Hilo is hard to beat, man.
Right.
I'm having a hard time thinking of a venue that could be better than
Yeah,
this.
it's just so open, and they spent a whole lot of time digging the trenches for the trailers and getting the canoes set up so you could actually see them being weighed in and all that. And they did it all in a family atmosphere. So,
Well, I think we could say you were successful on making people feel like this was a, I guess, family-friendly event. I would say for sure, because I've seen nothing but evidence of that. You know, the kids from the earlier races, they never just come and race and dig out.
nope.
You know what I mean? Their ohana is still here, talking story, connecting, reconnecting,
Yep.
and being part of that. We, that's kind of been a recurring theme for us today about how paddling is really having a resurgence.
Yes.
And it's been around a lot about not only Hawaiian culture, but the family and the canoe club and your moku or your aupua or your section of the island. Well, again, on the screen here, we're watching the mixed open race number 41. Okay, after this, all we have is the women's and men's 40s. Again, mixed opens here. Maybe waiting for the last flags to be ready. Line judges may be ready. Here we go. Oh, buddy, you got to creep up a little bit.
Kind of far back.
Yeah, these guys like hitting the start line a little bit of a run. All right. Nice, clean start out there. So mixed open. Mixed open. That is Keaiakahoe in lane 1. Lane 2, that is Keaukaha Canoe Club. Lane 3 is Hawaiian Canoe Club. And in lane 4, Waikiki Beach Boys. Looks like Lanikai there. So, only for the state race is, I'm sure you're involved with HRA all season long,
Yes.
but it really culminates for you
Yes.
at the state race.
Yes.
And what happens next for you with HCRA? Where are you going next? Are you sticking around helping with some other races, or where are you going to be at?
So I help with a bunch of races here and there. Some associations will call and ask for us to show up and help.
Nice.
So I just help. I go wherever.
Yeah.
My next race after this would be probably Liliuokalani.
Oh, yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Actually, next week I'm going to Samoa.
Oh,
for
good
World
fun. You're going to be
Race.
helping out with the
Yep.
IVF folks over there.
Yes, I wear dual hats. I'm the IVF vice president.
Ah,
So
okay.
Laura and I will be in Samoa.
Okay, wow, I didn't know that. Good
But
for
I'm
you.
also the HCRA delegate to IVF.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I
wearing
wear that
wearing
hat.
multiple hats at once.
Multiple hats. Anything for our paddlers.
Speaking of multiple hats, we are looking here at the mixed open race. This is a half-mile race coming into the turn here. This is, again, made up of 3 male open paddlers, 3 female open paddlers. And we got a crew here going into the turn real nicely. Look at that nice wide lane provided by the Hilo gang here. Wow. Nice turn. Wow. Beautiful work out there, gang. So here they are, turning around and coming back. Not sure what lane we are watching here. Well, man, they had a really nice turn right there. Oh, still in the lead. This has got to be exciting for you to watch, like seeing this kind of pull off and know that, I want to say I didn't really see any big glitches in the day. And knock on wood, we still got 2 left to go.
Wonderful day.
Yeah, it was a wonderful day. The weather was great. The venue was fantastic. And you guys pretty much, pulled it off. But for many of the folks that make up your staff for HRA and Mokokeawe, this ain't your first rodeo, right?
No. No.
Right. So, how many events you think a year, and for how many years have you been kind of involved on the organizational side?
Oh, so I was Uncle Bo's race secretary for many years before he passed.
Okay.
So I did that, and then I took his position once he passed, and trying to fill those big shoes.
Those are big shoes to fill.
Big
that man
shoes.
was beloved.
I don't know.
We're watching, I think this is Keaiakahoe Canoe Club,
there they go.
trying to swing into the finish line here. This would be a big win for them right now. They are in second place in the AAA division as of recently. And, man, if they could pull off a W here, this would be huge for them. Oh, that is close.
Wow.
That is close. Them, Lanikai, wow. That was really, really tight. What a great race. Great race by this gang. This is 3 female paddlers, 3 male paddlers. This is the mixed open division. Good work, gang. Beautiful canoe there from Keaiakahoe with their new amo from Tiger Canoe, designed by Kai Bartlett. And they're going to be making their way into their tent right there, Keaiakahoe from the windward side, Kahalu'u Oahu. All right. So, yeah, everything, Samantha, came off pretty much without a hitch. Are you kind of fingers crossed all day, kind of, I mean, there's always little stuff, but that's just par for the course.
It's going to work out.
Yeah?
I trust it's going to work out.
You just believe, huh?
I have good people.
Yes.
We have the right people in the right places to take care of whatever comes our way.
Have you really noticed? Well, we're going to go to the replay in a moment here, but have you noticed that there has been there's a really strong legacy of people running these events, like historically, people like Uncle Bo, Auntie Hanny, going all the way back, right? And do you feel that there's been a strong mentorship kind of when they see young people like yourself coming in and willing and able, of course, to take over? You're getting, it's not like, oh, you're going to take my job. It's like, please, I want to groom you to be the next.
So I have.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your mentors.
I've had the opportunity and the blessing.
One second, we're going to watch this replay here of our mixed open division. Again, that's Keaiakahoe in lane 1. They had a great race here. Nice clean start. We're going to look at the turn. And coming into the turn, it was really tight all the way. Several canoes vying for that top spot. And our finish here, our replay, just impossible to be able to tell. I mean, these 3 crews are, I don't know.
That takes a trained eye to
or a camera.
Yeah, definitely.
So you were saying about the mentorship within HCRA.
Oh, I had the blessing of working with Auntie Edie Van Giesen.
Yes.
She's my water mentor. She taught me how to be a water official.
Oh, sorry, real quick.
Sorry.
Yep, no, you're good.
She taught me how to be a water official, and I didn't graduate from that until I had it down pat. She wouldn't let me go on the boat by myself until I was ready. I had to do all of that. Pua Sarao's grandmother.
Wow.
I had to go do that. Auntie Hanny. She one year asked me if I was available, and that's how I kind of started. I worked with all of them.
Yeah,
I was just
and
blessed.
those.
So now my daughter is taking over too. So
Perfect.
My
Perfect.
children.
Hand it over. Always looking for the younger generation to do that introductory work and put the effort in and be able to take over for us. I'm training my son right now in broadcasting. So one day, nah, I'm kidding.
Why not?
No. Oh man, that kid kind of sit in this chair all day. No way. Maybe one day I probably was just the same like him.
Try.
But
you never know what they'll excel in.
You do. You never know. But really, I think the pono that is in that leadership roles at HCRA really kind of trickles down.
Yes.
And you can see it in the way that they're dealing with the club presidents or the coaches, and everybody's always got their own idea, but everybody wants to be heard, and everybody, I guess, should be able to have a voice and really kind of, allowing them to run their club, but making sure they adhere to the rules,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And make sure they do their part
Right.
as the association.
Right.
Again, we're going into the women's event 42. This is the women's 40s. This is the penultimate event here, second to the last event of the day. And I'm sitting here with Samantha, who is in charge of today's race.
Trying to be.
Hey, it's working.
I don't control the weather, though.
Yeah. She controls everything but the weather. But the weather.
I try.
And so after doing this, an event like this is really a labor of love, Samantha. This is not something
I love canoe paddling.
Yeah, but it seems to me like you love the people that you're around. You love the ohanas that are here involved in the different
Yes.
clubs, and the sense of community and of being part of cultural perpetuation for you as a native Hawaiian.
I was going through some of my dad's things because my dad coached at Huinalu, at Outrigger, all of that. And he was actually a HCRA race chairman way before.
Wow.
And I found a placard that said race chairman, HCRA race chairman, Sam Steamboat. And I went, wow, I'm supposed to be doing this.
Yeah.
I
This
found
is
the placard.
exactly where I should be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I just love having the multi-generational sport be the state sport of Hawaii and having our families participate.
Well, your family has been, like you said, with your father, Sam Steamboat, and the extended members of your large Hawaiian family have been part of really the creation in a lot of ways of what we're here for today.
Yes.
And I understand that Dana was saying we're bearing down on 75 years of regatta racing in Hawaii.
That's crazy. That is crazy
So,
to think that.
it may not be 75 consecutive years because of the break we took,
Right.
recently, but it's coming. 75 actual years of racing, or 75 years maybe from you folks having started, is coming. You got some plans in the works for that? Is there any discussions happening out there?
Yet to be seen.
Yet to be seen.
Yet to be seen.
We're just trying to get through today. Don't
Just
talk to
get
me
through
about that.
today.
Let me get through today and
You'll be first to know.
yeah, right. Let me get through today and get back from Samoa, and then I'll let you know how it goes.
Yes.
Yeah. No, for sure. But I think that would be a fun celebration. And what would be neat for me is having a lot of these keiki or newer paddlers realize that they're part of a long heritage and they have a legacy that they're going to be carrying, something to uphold. As I'm sure you are doing now. Look at you. You've taken a spot that your father once held. You're talking about training your daughter into this.
Trying.
And that's no small thing. And it's neat how that happens here in Hawaii, because you see a lot of that type of continuance and legacy at these canoe clubs. Look at the Kalamas still paddling for Kailua. Look at the Paiainas still paddling with Heilani Canoe Club, and so on and so on and so on. And so I think that's something
Made of
special.
The family, and it's that family core that brings it forward every year. Without the family, it doesn't work.
No.
It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. It's great to see that, and as well as these new families that are coming in and being part of this experience. But yeah, for me, I can't wait till my kids are old enough to be able to ride that seat behind me as I'm coaching or whatever it might be. That's the funnest, and the little ones. and they learn just by being there. You don't even have to explain it after a while. They just do because that's how it's done.
Once you make that connection, it's different. It's a different sport. If you're just here to paddle, that's one thing. But when you start making the connection with how it goes with your family, it's different.
Here we go. Start of the women's 40 event, our second to last event here. At what's been a great day of racing in Hilo for the 2023 Hawaiian Canoe Racing Association's Regatta Championships. A nice clean start there for the half-mile women's 40s race. We got one more to go, and we'll be wrapping it up. We're here enjoying some conversation with HCRA Commission. Is it Race Commissioner Race Commissioner? Race Commissioner Samantha Mokuahi. So we are, again, talking about how paddling becomes a whole different experience. It's not just a sport anymore when you tap into, the ohana and the culture part of it.
Yeah. It's interesting that we talk about some of these legacy families with the clubs, especially like the Painas, the
Froyseths.
Yes, the Forces.
The Fodies, a lot of these guys, right?
They don't just exist. They actually live and breathe what the family is.
Right. It's part of what they are. And there's no question. It's like taking over your father's business. It's like, this is what you're going to do. Your father was a roofer. Oh, well, you're going to be a roofer. Or, hey, your family is paddlers. You are a paddler. You might have done other stuff. You may have played high school football or this stuff. But from when you was keiki and you're going to come back and you're going to finish your life being a paddler with your okole in that ba. And that's a great one. I didn't realize till just now how an example of these families connecting with Celeste and Kea. Those are from two different clubs, but they come together and are make things happen, continue to happen over at Heilani Canoe Club. So it's neat. It's really, really neat to see that, and I think that's something that people have to be aware of.
Yeah, here on the Big Island too, there's like Auntie Miley, Mauhili, her group, Kailana Canoe Club. They're doing it too. Granddaughters, great-granddaughters, all working in the club.
That's awesome. Well, we're watching we just had our first canoe come out of the turn here at the women's 40 and over event. What lane is that? Just coming out of that. Might be lane 2. Lane 2, crew 59. That is Kai'ehitu. That makes sense. They're red. Yeah, they wear red. Kai'ehitu Canoe Club with a nice lead out there. Wow, these ladies are giving it. Yeah. Not quite sure what lane that is that they are in, but whatever crew that is, boy, they are getting it, girl. Look at that. Again, this is a half-mile race, second to last race of the day. This is the women's 40s. Nice. So, you as a native Hawaiian, we talk about, Hawaiian culture kind of being at the core of this sport that we're sharing with everybody, throughout the world, throughout the islands. How has that been for you as a race commissioner, kind of trying to be, always conscious of your native culture being part of this? Yeah, we're going to be watching the finish here coming in. I think that is Kai'ehitu in lane 2 coming into that finish there. And, of course, Heilani Canoe Club in lane 1. The drone is giving us an angle where we're not seeing the rest of the finish there. But a nice finish by Kai'ehitu, followed right behind by Heilani Canoe Club. And a really tight finish here in third place. Really tight. I can't call who that was. It might have been, looked like Puna's canoe over there. And we'll get a quick replay here and try to figure out exactly who that was finishing over there in third place. But it definitely was Kai'ehitu in first and Heilani in second place. Now, can you explain to us as race commissioner real quick? It seems like, man, all the crews that are closer to the beach are finishing faster. Is that a coincidence, or if you have a better record throughout the year, do you get to pick first?
So when you come as the first seed from your association, you're guaranteed a slot between lanes 1 and 6, usually. So they pick their first seed, usually gets one of those lanes. And then everybody else gets lanes from usually 7 on out.
Okay.
They get to pick
Okay.
that number. Yeah.
So that being 6 associations would be, okay, Kauai, Huiva, and Okra from Oahu, Moko Hawaii,
Kauai.
Kauai, wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah,
Molokai.
okay, so there are 6, and Molokai, yeah, Molokai, okay. So you get one of the 6. So you kind of, if you finish at the top in your division, you're going to get first pick.
You're going to get first pick.
Right, and so if we see a club maybe doing really good in like maybe lane 6, 7, 8, that's going to be like the second best crew from that island who maybe put together a different lineup and they're coming here to make it happen.
Better.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I see.
They
Okay, well
stack
that's
those crews, so
Yeah.
you can qualify for it being second seed out of your association and still get an outside lane. Last year we were in Keahi Lagoon, and I think it was Michael Kalama's group came in lane 14 first.
right. But people are thinking, oh, how come it looks like the water is running really good up front? No, it is. So let's watch this replay of the women's 40 event here. Nice start off the start line there. And we're looking at Kai Ehitu in lane 1. Oh, Ekalamai. That was Kai Ehitu in lane 2, Helani in lane 1. So that's Kai Ehitu coming across the finish line there with a nice lead in the women's 40. And lane 1 would be Healani. And a really tight finish here. I don't know, maybe you can help me try to figure this out.
I don't see
What
that.
lane, if we could get somebody to pause it, right? It looked like lane 5 or lane 4. Probably lane 5, I think. So
If I had my binoculars, I could tell you.
if I had my binoculars. Yeah, maybe that was Lanikai. That wasn't Lanikai Canoe Club. You're not
No,
one
I don't
official.
think so.
That could have been either maybe Lanikai Canoe Club, which is a good chance, or Puna Canoe Club. Looked like it could have been them. I think it was Puna based on the color trim on their ama and whatnot.
Yes.
And whatnot. So, real quickly, I was talking to you before the break for this race about, being aware and keeping your Hawaiian culture at the core of what you're doing in performance of your duties as race commissioner.
The thing that you need to remember when you're being race commissioner is that you have to be humble. You have to remind yourself that every association does things a little bit differently, and we come together to celebrate HCRA and all the differences that come with that. Sometimes there's going to be disagreements, and it's a heated sport when there's a protest or disqualification or a race rules discussion. All those things, you just have to remind yourself that this is your family, and we want to make sure that we're humble, that we keep the perspective of what the state sport is.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're the oldest kid.
Yeah.
And people not agreeing with you, but that's still your brothers and sisters, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Is at the end you can argue and all that, but at the end of the day, you still want ohana.
Yes.
And like you said, every island, their rules are a little different, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the coaches might not realize that, or even the club presidents might not take that difference into account. And you have to say, yeah, I hear you, but these are the rules. And
Yeah.
and your job is not only to put on a great race, but to enforce the rules as they
Right.
are, right?
This is that showcasing of coming together, and the rules are not always the same, but we have to agree, and we vote on them every December.
This is the lineup for our last event of the day, Event 43. Holy mackerel, Samantha, I can't believe we actually have made it. This is the men's 40s.
No matter what
Woo!
happens today,
I think this chair is metal, but still dented with my ogole over here. Yeah, we're having a little bit of trouble with Samantha's mic here, but this is our last race of the day, men's 40s.
Okay, there.
This is, you can see, we've kind of started to clear the beach a little bit. A lot of the paddlers have started to go home, this being the last race of the day. But really, we want to thank, again, everybody for joining us. Thank you for all of our sponsors making this possible. Matson stepping up in so many ways. We want to thank HCRA for hosting this event, and the gang from Moku Keawe Canoe Racing Association. They have been great. Doug and his gang and Mike, they have been, from everyone that I've heard and from what I've seen, they've done a fantastic job hosting today's event. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So we all really want to mahalo all of them.
Especially the county. The county has done a lot in helping us get permits, and today they brought down 6 more porta potties and took a look at the group. The mayor was here. All of their representatives, their county council members, everything. It was just the Parks Department has been on standby all day.
And it's really a whole different relationship when you feel that level of support at the county level, right?
Yes.
Now you're coming in as a guest of, in their spot, and not a burden so much,
right.
You're like, hey, come, we want you to have your event. Not the kind of like, okay, here you go, you're going to fill out this paperwork, yeah, whatever,
No.
But when they're helping you to that level, that's huge. That's huge. And being Hawaii's state sport, I think they were smart enough to recognize that and what a benefit this could be for Hilo and the Big Island at large.
Yes, they gave tremendously. I can't thank them enough.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome. We want to thank all of our paddlers too that have come out here today and raced and participated in that, and all the spouses, the parents that flew their kids up here for this. Holy mackerel, up and down. Even within HCRA and your gang, there are countless unsung heroes that were willing to put aside whatever they needed to do and come out here and kokua.
And they get to watch it live stream.
Yeah, which has been neat for us. I mean, we are looking to continue, of course, this relationship with you folks, and we're happy to be part of this and hope that everybody out there that's been joining us on the HCRA and Ocean Paddler Facebook pages have had a good time tuning in and feel like they were down here
right.
and a part of what's going on, and maybe excited to come back next year, or maybe they were able to see their family member from where they live in the mainland,
right?
Something like that. So we're getting ready for the start of our last race here, our men's 40s event. We're waiting for that last flag of the day to drop. Last couple crews coming up, but it's been so fun to bring this live coverage. And Samantha, I think this is the first time that we've had a live broadcast of the state event.
Yes, it is. It's the first time.
And that's a long time coming, girl. This is the state championships of the state event, right? Here we go with the start of the last race. Come on, guys. Here we go. Paddles up. Yep. A lot of last race of the day. Still epic conditions. Still a beautiful day. There's so many people still hanging out at the beach, enjoying this race site. And again, Samantha, this would be a great opportunity. If there's folks out there that you wanna mahalo.
My family.
Yeah, your family. Oh,
they
yeah.
put up with me.
Ooh, we got support going on, yeah.
They got to stay home and watch it, so I'm happy.
All right. Well, somebody's helping you on the
now?
backside, right? helping you take care of that kind of stuff.
Doug and his crew have been fantastic with getting things done.
Awesome. Awesome.
But like everything, we have some hiccups here and there that we just got to put out and do the best we can. And
put out those little fires.
All great.
Yeah. This is a very competitive race, this men's 40 race. A lot of these guys still think they're 30, and so they're out there giving it their all. Yeah, these guys are some of these 40-year-olds will definitely make first crew for their club in the distance season.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, these guys are hammers. Look at this. So this is still a super competitive race. It's on it's a back and forth on this quarter-mile course. And I think it was a great decision to move the course down just a little bit.
Away from the river,
right? And so I would assume you're going to be a big part of bringing the International Va'a Federation here next year for the World Sprints. As we are watching this sprint race here, looks like Lanikai Canoe Club coming in lanes 1 and 2, really tight here. That's going to be Lanikai Canoe Club and Kai Ehitu again. What a turn. Wow, look at that. My goodness. That was a quick turn, man. These guys are playing for papers over here. Look at that. Kai Ehitu had a great turn. I know this canoe from Lanikai is really a quick turning canoe, but man, those guys from Kai Ehitu made it happen. And don't count out those guys. Looks like in maybe about lane 6, maybe that one of those ones we were talking about, you know. Wow. Ooh, I don't know. Kai Ehitu is looking strong, man. Still beautiful conditions on the course right here. These guys giving it their all. Coming into the finish line real shortly here. This is probably a sub 4-minute race for these men.
Has to be. They're competitive.
Yeah, these guys are awesome. These guys, you know, as I said, a lot of these top 40-year-old, 40-plus paddlers are going to be first crew guys. And really, you can hear the beach erupting, cheering on this last race of the day here, trying to close it out with a bang. And, man, this guy from Kai Ehitu is not playing around. Look at this. This is going to be tight. This is going to be definitely a finish worth watching here, Samantha.
Here we go.
Coming into the end. Come on, Kai Ehitu. Come on, Lanikai. Who is that on the outside? Is that Kailua Canoe Club? Helani? Wow, Kai Ehitu, Lanikai, and I'm not quite sure who that might have been on the outside. That may have been Healani out there on the outside. That looks like it could be their canoe. Well, we're going to have a quick replay of the men's 40s, but Samantha, we want to congratulate you on pulling off a great event today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing Ocean Paddler to be part of the festivities here. We've enjoyed bringing the coverage.
It's been a long sit-down day for you.
Hey, that's all right. I could talk all day about paddling.
Some of your friends here.
Oh, you know what? This was a great format for me to be able to bring friends, old and new, here and to be able to talk story and be part of this. But thank you, Samantha, and congratulations to you and your team for pulling off a great race here. Yeah, we're gonna wait and give the information later about We'll
see how it comes out.
Okay, we're gonna have a quick replay here. Nice clean start. That's Lanikai in 1, Kai Ehitu in 2. And keep an eye on Healani on the outside in lane 6. All right, coming in here, we have a beautiful turn. Look at these two crews going in here. And look at Kai Ehitu, man. They wanked that thing over. And they're out. Oh, I'm not sure. That might be Jim Fody steering this race. Nice. We're kind of going to watch. That's out there in blue. That looks like Healani Canoe Club, who was presumably our third place finisher here. Coming across, Kai Ehitu, Lanikai, and we believe that's Healani on the outside. Our last race of the day, men's 40s. Again, thank you, Samantha. Congratulations on a great event. We look forward to seeing you next year for the World Sprints. That is going to be fun. I love those multinational, spanning all the Polynesian cultures, getting them in one place. That's where it's at. It's good fun. It's good fun. Again, thank you, Samantha.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Aloha. Thank you.
Thank you. You made that.
Yeah, everybody wants a schmedium. That's a new brand of shirts we're going to wear. It's going to make your dad bod look fabulous. It's going to be nice and tight on you, and every muscle that you don't have is just going to be bursting out of that shirt. It's going to be called Team Schmedium. But again, we want to thank Hawaiian Canoe Racing Association for putting on today's race. Mahalo to all those behind the scenes that were able to make it happen. Big mahalo especially out to Samantha and Dana Miyake and all of the leaders of this, the new leaders of these associations, and they are doing a great job leading the way into the future for our regatta paddling here in the state of Hawaii. We want to say a big mahalo to all of you that have tuned in online with us, whether that be on the ACRA website, Facebook page, or on the Ocean Paddler Facebook page. It's been actually a lot of fun, and not as long as I thought it would have been, to sit here and talk paddling and watch paddling all day from beautiful Hilo Bay. We want to mahalo our sponsors, Matson, for supporting us, and a big mahalo to our production crew here at Ocean Paddler TV. These guys are out there with drones and filming from the beach and getting coverage that we're going to be turning into a Ocean Paddler episode here shortly. So there's a lot of moving parts, and big mahalo to our producer, Alex Reinperk, for making this all possible and bringing together all these crazy dudes to be able to make this broadcast come off. But thank you again for joining us. We hope you enjoyed our live coverage of the 2023 Hawaiian Canoe Racing Association's State Regatta Championships. We'll be seeing you at our next event. You'll be catching us at the Queen Li'o Kalani race in about a month. A week after that, we're going to be doing the U.S. Championships in Catalina and Newport. And then we'll be back in Hawaii for the Navahine o Kekai. So please always look for us to be bringing you the best in live coverage for our favorite outrigger canoe paddling events. Again, mahalo for joining us. I'm Kala'i Miller, and until next time, hoi pa.
The 2023 Hawaiian Canoe Racing Association State Regatta Championships are brought to you by Par Hawaii and Hele. Save 25 cents a gallon with the Kama'aina Rewards. County of Hawaii. Hilo Hawaiian Hotel by Castles Resort. Hilo Hospitality and Charm redefined. Matson. And by Ocean Paddler TV, dedicated to making outrigger canoe paddling a spectator sport.